We go 2x2 down the Ullman Straight and into Sunset Bend at sunrise. For the last time under this double yellow, we head towards the green for 7 hours of championship racing action on this 7-hour finale Sunday at Sebring International Raceway. Gets a great jump off the green flag there. The Mercedes goes up the inside of the Ginetta, trying to make it an off-leash Motorsports 1-2. See if that move gets done around the exit of turn number 1. Yes, it is. Quick lockup from the round 3 racing number 1, NPO1, which is slotted nicely into second as the general production cars take the green flag 3 wide down the front straightaway towards turn number 1. Much shorter gap between the GTO and GP1 field this morning. Sports Car Classic, the Sunday 7-hour Enduro. The Blaze BMW comes back out on track directly out in front of the pack of about 35 cars. We'll try and hang on to another lap here in GP1 after it's off over turn number 1. But, resume racing action there with just over 4.5 hours remaining on the clock. Up on board the BMW 72, it was 6 seconds under full course yellow. Just one car in between itself and the number 419 Hamofa Motorsport BMW just up ahead of it there on the right side of the road. PMW's got to back out of a move up the inside at turn number 9 on the Roberts Racing number 109 NPO1. BMW not really having the luck in traffic here that the Hamofa car did, and no reason to push the limits here so soon after a restart, but Kent Jones behind the wheel of that number 72.
Look, that's the number 10 of Round 3 Racing going around the outside of Roberts Motorsports into Tower Corner. That is for third in GTU.
That was a good move. A little bit of traffic there as well, kind of got everybody up on their toes, and as they all tried to maneuver themselves around and find a little bit of space, did a really nice job there, did that number 10 to take the spot away.
A few moments later.
Roberts Motorsports gets the gap down under 15 seconds for the first time. I love that this has been able to play out over the last hour and a half without a safety car.
Mm-hmm.
We literally had Shane Roberts up here in the booth as that was happening and, gearing himself up for this final stint. We know he's the one in the car now. Was pretty motivated to go get after it, and for it to be able to play out without the influence of safety cars, at least to this point, is pretty cool. Gap went out a little bit as, the driver that was in the car then and the car in the 10 from round 3 racing kind of matched up against each other, now beginning to come back consistently the other way. Really just like that it's been a kind of a clean and fair fight between these two so far. And it really is just these 3 cars left in the fight for the GTU podium. Round 3, number 10, Roberts 109. And round 3, number 1, Stratus 58 is still circulating, but 7 laps behind the second round 3 NPO1. 4048 also circulating, but 21 laps off the back of the Stratus.
That's an MP01. Is that the 908? That's either the 908 or the 1. Dustin, enhance. That can have some implications here. The 1 was 10 seconds behind the 109 Roberts Motorsports entry after the 109 had pits. So that is currently 3rd in GTU at the moment. Confirmation as the 908 comes past. Yep, so that would be the one. See if they can. Looks like they are cycling ignition here. Lights come back on. See if we can. Yep, they start crawling forward very carefully here. Oh, just as I believe we go full course yellow.
Yeah. So the lights flick on. it really does kind of set it apart from the series that are below it. And in some cases, I've even heard opinions that it helps it mirror the series that are above it in the pecking order. Like you look at what SRO does, that WRL does actually hold a candle to what those types of series do because of the professionalism and the people that are involved upstairs.
Mm-hmm. See Roberts Motorsports going through the shot here. Here comes the 10 from round 3 racing. Just passing by now, so that is about a 10-second gap.
Oh, man. That could have been race defining for the number 10 down there at turn number 3. I think that fast track 927 was preoccupied with the other two cars coming through on the way out of turn number 1 there and failed to realize there was another NPO1 on the way. Definitely could have had the move done, but really heads up work by the driver of that number 10 NPO1 to realize that he was not seen at the turn-in point there for turn number 3. Blocked the brakes up. And
just barely avoids, yeah.
I mean, it was so close. So close. Kind of snorkel light coming to a stop at the end of pit lane. Number 10 is...
They're out of pit lane?
Oh, they're out. Wow, they've already come and gone. There's the number 10. So as the 109 exits through the shot at turn number 1, the number 10 arcs its way into the first corner, and they are now nose to tail with 18 and a half minutes on the clock out of the pit lane. It should be a fair on-track fight to the finish between Roberts Motorsports and the 109, round 3 racing in the number 10. They worked through the first sequence of corners here up to the GP2 class leader. Number 146 just holds up the number 10 there for a moment on corner exit. And with clear road out in front of the number 109, let's see what these two have got in a head-to-head scratch. So far, the pace advantage over the last hour or so has been with that all-maroon number 109. But having that carrot dangling out in front of you for the driver of the number 10 can make a difference.
Absolutely. You can see it directly in front of you. That's a big motivating factor. Big motivating factor.
Oh my gosh. 109, one lap penalty, speeding on pit lane. The one thing you couldn't have, was a pit lane error. And having done everything else right over the last hour and a half, it's going to come down to just what we said you couldn't have happen. As you said, JT, they already had their penalty or their warning earlier on in the race for a pit lane infraction. And barring something extraordinary here, it's going to slip away. That race win, or the potential for a race win, going to slip away on a pit lane speeding penalty.